Alright, let's watch Despicable. It's Gru versus Megamind. Which is excuse me. Megamind, the movie, versus Despicable Me and the Minions. Interesting. Anyway, so yeah, I haven't actually been able to watch these movies yet. So yeah, I don't really know much about these two characters. All I know is that Megamind lives in a world where he is a supervillain, and there is a superhero there, and there is a guy who turns into a supervillain basically at the end, near the end of the movie. And I think there's a TV show too, which I also haven't watched. Gru, I've seen clips from his show here and there, back when they had Netflix, around the time Squid Game was releasing, this first season. And I saw a few clips of him. Apparently he has a brother, I know that. He has the Minions, of course, but yeah, I think the Minions and stuff will probably play a role in this one. I won't be surprised if they do. Yeah. Let's see. But I don't really know this character though that well. So there's that. I guess the Minions are kind of a beast, you know, and if you are allowed to use the Minions, I assume he has a lot of power through that. But if he's given the Minions, Gru is probably giving whatever allies he has. I think he has a robot guy or something, for as I've seen. But yeah, so let's get to the analysis. Alright, let's go. Okay, it's a 3D one. Right, let's see. I'm recording, right? Yeah. Okay, that would be awkward if I wasn't recording. Good thing I am.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
Hey, Despicable, let's go.
Evil never dies.
Okay, so I'm assuming we started with Gru here.
Waiting for a villain to arise and spread its name.
And because it's first in the top.
Of the earth.
Like a man so evil, he cuts in line at the coffee shop.
Okay, so it has a free scrub. Okay.
And then pops them in their face. What a despicable man!
The world would surely tremble at his
I pretty much assume you were despicable. I mean, these movies are called Despicable Me, so, you know, kind of makes sense.
Name or like doctorate or, you know?
Felonious Gru, son of the supervillain known as the Bald Terror.
Oh man, he's so dead.
Even as a small child, Gru had big aspirations.
Probably.
He could make rocket bikes, cheese rays, and this dog?
And his arsenal grew even
made a
more
dog?
with the help of his new best buddy, Dr. Nefario. See? Now that's a supervillain name. Come on, man.
With Nefario's help, Gru's gadgets grew gadgets. Flamethrowers, sticky fingers, fantastic entertainment for 2-year-olds, and a fully weaponized airship. Though I always question this thing's aerodynamics.
It's loaded up with wing-mounted machine guns, a rocket thruster that can escape the Earth's atmosphere, and a whole lot of missiles.
Despite the impressive firepower,
Okay, so
weapon seems to be his
missiles and guns is basically his thing, I guess. He has a lot of, apparently he has a lot of guns. Fart gun, flamethrower, freeze ray, group grenade, grappling hook. Okay, this guy has a lot of weapons to his disposal.
Nabbed the New York City Jumbotron just for fun, and even stole both the Eiffel Tower and the Statue of Liberty.
From Las Vegas.
Yeah, Gru was bad, but he wasn't good at being bad. A lot of his schemes kind of blew up in his face.
The line dividing genius from moron is a thin one. Just look at us.
Oh yeah, my back hurts from carrying all the genius between us.
Regardless, while Gru may not have been the infamous villain he'd hoped, he did earn the loyalty of a few guys.
Guys?
The Minions?
Guys, like little guys. There's Kevin, Bob, Stuart, Otto, Billy, Larry, John, Liam, Chad.
Oh, the Minions! And that's not just their role, it's the actual name of their species.
Right. The Minions have existed since the dawn of life itself, over 3 billion years ago, and they all follow one instinct: to serve the biggest, baddest, most despicable villain they can find.
T-Rexes, Count Dracula, AI artists, whatever.
AI artists?
They can lay
okay.
their grubby little eyes on, or just one eye.
Well, a great thing to be following, I guess.
The
But
easy part, keeping them not so much.
The amount
Nothing
of
against
times
you if
the
they're
minions
artists.
have incidentally caused the death of their own bosses is staggering.
Wait, didn't one of them serve the Queen of England?
What about it?
Nothing.
The minions witnessed Gru's villainy firsthand and decided that he would be the next big boss they follow.
It worked out like PB&J, because like Gru, these guys do machines.
The minions invented the fly swatter centuries before humans did. They somehow crafted
Okay.
light bulbs and instruments while living in the Arctic. So naturally, building Gru's absolutely massive evil lair proved a simple task.
They're geniuses. They once pulled off a jailbreak by building a flying machine out of prison outfits.
Okay, so the minions is definitely going to be important for this fight. It might actually be somewhat of an army battle, since they're allowed to use minions there.
And exploded by missiles even inside their own mouths. But also, they're possibly immortal? Kevin here has been around since the dawn of their species, which means Kevin is 3 billion years old.
And their numbers keep
Yeah, okay, I think it's safe to say they're immortal. Probably as they don't age.
In a real work setting, they'd be fired in minutes.
Oh yeah, there's nothing like a banana, a popsicle, a butt, or anything remotely silly to distract them enough for plans to go off course. But these guys love TikTok.
It's no wonder that, even with thousands of minions at his back, Gru still couldn't cut it as a supervillain. Maybe it was time to hang up the freeze ray for good, but not before taking a chance at his ultimate dream.
Still the moon.
Easier said
Yeah.
than done.
Oh no, really? The moon?
When he couldn't get the shrink ray he needed on his own, Gru required a new, even more despicable weapon.
Children. Specifically adopting 3 girls. And somehow it worked. Crime of the century, here we go.
How tragic that through all the dance recitals and unicorns, Gru discovered the joys of fatherhood.
Oh, story of my life. God, I'm so proud of her. Anyway, out with the villain and in with the bedtime stories.
But
Boomstick
even
has
though
a
he
daughter?
turned a new leaf for his daughters,
Or is it
Gru
talking
wasn't
about his
done
weapons?
commanding his minion army. Now he'd just do it as not a villain by joining the anti-villain league.
The ABL hooked him up with lipstick tasers and goop grenades, mini submarines and high-tech cars, and some great date nights with the future Mrs. Gru. Things are looking up, buddy.
5 minions even underwent experimental procedures to become more powerful than before. The Mega Minions.
Oh, okay.
Dave got super strength. Gus got super strength and flight. Sorry, Dave. Jerry became an indestructible brick monster who eats live bombs. He's my favorite. And Mel's new laser eye can blast through the planet and hit a satellite on the other side in less than a second.
Calculating its speed
Wow.
across the Earth,
Okay.
that's 5% the speed of light.
So, Gru's true calling wasn't being a villain at all. He's an anti-villain, and he's good at it.
Yeah,
too.
it might
This
be
guy can
more
dodge
qualified as that, yeah.
And casually punch out a shark in one shot. All because he was in full dad mode.
But the most incredible element here is easy to miss. For billions of years, the minions have had the biological drive to serve the greatest villain they can find. And yet, despite Gru's turn away from villainy, they chose to continue serving him. The minions' love for Gru is so strong, it overwrote their primordial genetic code.
They still
Wow,
see greatness
okay.
in him, even now. After all, Felonious Gru will go to the moon and back to keep his family safe. Wait, Kevin, don't touch that button!
Alright, Megamind.
What happens when the villain wins? On a grim, dark day, the citizens of Metro City learned the horrifying answer to that question. When their hero, their Metro Man, was lost forever. Bested by the fearsome supervillain destined for greatness, Megamind.
Cause if your rival's name is gonna be that on the nose, you better match that energy. Their feud goes way back to when they escaped their dying planet Superman style, and immediately got in each other's way.
While Metro
yeah,
landed
naturally.
in a nice and cozy home, he caused the weird blue kid to crash land in prison and literally grow up behind bars. What kind of city government would make the kid stay in jail?
It wasn't his
That's a good question.
He was a perfect fit for the Metrocity prison for the criminally gifted.
Metro City.
But while everyone outside bars loved that new kid who could fly, they weren't too keen on the boy with the big blue head and his constant string of destructive accidents.
So if he was going to be the bad guy no matter what, why not embrace it and become a true supervillain?
Yeah.
Sounds kind of like you. Megamind is a
You'd bother
genius
trying to be
inventor,
something you
creating
wanna be
weapons
if no
to
one
save
accepts
prison
it.
breaks before
appreciate it. Might as well just be what everyone else. Serious.
Starting career, facing off with his destined rival over and over again.
And Megamind's got everything he needs. An invisible car for getaways, assuming he can find the thing. A hoverbike for flying and shooting at the same time, if he can multitask. Lasers, bombs, bubble guns, baseball bats, jet boots, and more galore.
But his go-to is the D-gun, a laser pistol with various possible effects, such as destroying, decelerating, demoralizing, de-locking, de-gravity thing.
I wouldn't expect.
Okay, so this has a lot of functions.
Megamind to have the best name ideas, Wiz. He probably based the entire thing around his favorite setting, dehydration, which turns people and objects into tiny cubes for easy storage, though they can be returned to normal with a drop of water.
He did
Okay, that's nice.
mind thing running with his horde of henchmen.
That's actually pretty genius, though. I mean, if you wanna bring with you a lot of stuff, you can just turn them into cubes and drop of water and.
The director's commentary is made
Nice.
up of over 100,000 brain bots. Though, ironically, I wouldn't call his brain bots, smart. That designation goes to Megamind's proper minion, Minion.
Minion serves many roles for Megamind. Sidekick, guy in the chair, awkward sibling relationship despite technically being his pet.
The best fish friend you could have in your plans to kidnap news reporter Roxanne Ritchie to piss off Metro Man for the 19th time this week. Or
Of course.
for the final time. Children, shield your eyes!
He did.
Yeah,
Thanks to the
Chili
most
eyes.
powerful invention of all, an orbital death ray that could shatter mountains, Metro City's hero had fallen. It was Megamind's time to rule.
And he had no idea what to do next. With Metro Man dead, what was even the point?
Clearly, he needed a new superhero to fight, and apparently, he could just make that happen. With his diffuser gun, he injected this loser with Metro Man's DNA, turning him into Metro Man 2.0, Titan.
Megamind even trained him himself
Okay.
using his disguise generator and expert acting skills. What a performer! But for all his smarts, Megamind is a terrible judge of character. When Titan turned tyrant, Metrocity needed yet another superhero to save it.
Metro City. Thanks to some encouragement from an old friend, rival, who wasn't actually dead at all and just let all of this happen despite having godlike superpowers. Thanks to some encouragement from a very experienced friend, Megamind stepped up to the plate.
Hey, he
I saved
had
the world,
proxy
right?
for it. Megamind's tanked explosions and dodged electric blasts. Titan was strong enough to toss around a skyscraper, and Megamind put up a solid fight with his mech armor.
A suit specifically designed to mimic the pilot's movements, whether it be lamppost sword fighting, busting a move, or being surprisingly stealthy.
And with quick thinking and some hench help, Megamind taught Titan a lesson he knew all too well. The bad guy always loses.
Of course.
The city decided to just forgive Megamind of all his years of terror and destruction and call him their superhero. I guess they didn't really have any better options.
Hey, Megamind took his new role as the city's hero seriously. He even built a suit that mimicked Metro Man's strength, flight, and X-ray vision.
Now,
Oh,
the
wow,
D-gun
this guy is a
to make
genius,
runaway
though.
bad guys lose their balance and get caught. His
Imagine
portable
going
suit
up
is
against someone like Tony
people from
Stark
out-of-control cars.
or something,
And while
you know,
he definitely might
two
not have been a
brains
hero,
go
he's certainly great at blowing up giant evil
going at
robots.
it. I mean, I know Tony Stark's been in the show and fought people who has the biggest brain as he probably has, but you know, still.
What? You mean the yellow guys?
No, I mean they got a cease and desist from Mr. Minion's Meatsicles.
Sounds delicious. I'm still gonna call him Minion. You can't break up this duo.
Even as Megamind uses his tools for good, destruction still tends to be inevitable. To the point that, as the new mayor of Metro City and his new partner, Roxanne instated a policy that anyone inconvenienced by a Megamind battle would receive a free cup of coffee. That sounds horrifically ripe for corruption.
But that's why
Okay.
there's so many Starbucks everywhere. At least the brain bots are covering all the cleanup. It's a messy job being a superhero, but Megamind's finally found his purpose. Even saving the city from the Doom Syndicate, which is like 6 of him.
Though not without some self-induced difficulty. You have an instant wind gun on your hip. Use it!
Hey, with
Okay, if he has that,
sidekick and adoring
yeah,
fans,
that's gonna definitely be a thing that could make a win if he uses it. But based on the fact that they said use it, may indicate the fact that he doesn't actually ever use it. Alright, so these two characters, they're not half bad. I mean, they're not great villains, apparently. I mean, us characters were really great. But they're not, doesn't seem to be great villains. They're great heroes, though. what I can tell. Gru's special, excuse me, Megamind especially, because he creates stuff that mimic the biggest superhero in the world. His powers, his strength, his speed, and all that sort of thing. Yeah, and then he had a ray gun, or a gun at least of sort, that literally has a one-shot move on it. But based on the fact that they said that he just told him to use it, may indicate the fact that he doesn't actually use that gun. I mean, maybe there is an example of that where he did use it once, and in the case of that ball, he probably will use it. But yeah, I don't know. If he has that gun, that is an instant win. That is a huge advantage, you know, unless Gru can steal it from him and use it against him, which is totally possible. Anyway, Gru has his minions, though. I mean, of course, Megamind has his brain bots, I think they call it, but they're not smart, apparently. But Gru's minions are. But then again, Megamind's minion is also the smart guy, so I don't know. But then again, Megamind seems like he's, well, even if he doesn't win, he has the performance. That's the list for sure. I've seen a few clips here and there, and he has a lot of performance talent, I guess. But so even if he does lose, I mean, he is definitely going to look the fight. He definitely is the character that make the fight look prettier, I guess you could say. Okay. But yeah, Gru also stole a lot of stuff, like the Statue of Liberty, I think it was, and the Eiffel Tower, I think. And he tried to steal the moon. I'm not sure if he should. I don't think he was successful though, because the moon is so important to how the water and stuff work on this planet. And of course, this is a cartoon world, so even if we were successful, will it be any consequences? Probably not, but maybe, I don't know. Anyway, Megamind is going to win. I'm pretty sure he's going to be the winner in this one. I mean, if Gru were to win, it's definitely his what do they call it? The super power minions, or the power super minions. The minions that have a lot of power, basically, the flight and strength and laser eyes. Those are definitely gonna be important. The minions in general probably will be important. But I can also tell that since they are technically looking for the best bad guy, I guess you could say, but they didn't stick around after Gru turned good, either way. I can't say them if they find Megamind more attractive in terms of power or importance or whatever. I could see them turn on him, but I don't think that's necessarily going to be the case, considering they sticked around even after even after Gru turned a good guy. So I don't know. Is there a possibility if they find? I don't know. This is something you need to ask yourself. But even so, anyway, Megamind is going to win. So let's get over it. Megamind is going to win, and let's get this over with.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
Right, it's time for a death battle. Let's go. Okay. Let's go.
Minions, prep the artillery. We're not letting him get away.
Hi, peoples.
Ooh, and here I thought it was the hero who chases the bad guys. Ha!
Yeah, that is a good point.
Minion, I'm going to need a new pair of pants.
Yes, sir. Sending you the
Okay.
Sunday Best package. Take this.
Yeah, and then of course it's gone. He has a lot of abilities on that gun. But then when's the one with model can actually be the easiest way for him to win though. That is if he decides to use it. Okay.
Masonry, a dark color scheme. Strength, henchmen who look the same. Laser gun, a genius weaponry. You are suddenly a real supervillain.
Oh my god, that was a Sonic ice cream.
You're
Indeed. He got the presentation.
Start the music! Oh! Check that mark in the morning. No, hey! We just fixed that! Come on, sir! Smash him! Oh, hey, that's kind of cute!
Come on.
You dare challenge Megamind in my own monstrosity? Do you even know who I am?
It's Megamind.
Life is full of disappointments. Hey!
Oh, it's one of those. Yeah, it's one of the superpower minions, right? One of the laser eyes, and every other one that eats
Now,
bombs and stuff. I think.
Gun. If you're going to steal my lines, at least do it properly.
Oh. Oh my gosh, you lost your weapon.
Okay, thank you for the help. Minion, is the death ray ready?
Approaching. Getting there. Almost. Kinda. Maybe. On the way. Yes.
Fire!
Okay, let's go.
Whoa!
Oh wow. Using the minion as a meat shield.
Oh, Roxanne's gonna kill me.
Remember this, villain! The good guys always win! This is how it's really done! Dehydration gun! Villain! You mean... Oh, wait a minute. This is all a big misunderstanding.
Did he just die? Oh.
Going to kill me for this.
Okay.
Hey-o! Guess that's 2 for Gru, 0 for Will Ferrell.
With so many
Okay, so I was
characters
wrong?
in this fight, it can get overwhelming trying to keep track of them all.
So we'll break it down 3 ways: arsenal, minions, and skill.
In
Okay,
terms of
let's see.
weapon versatility, Megamind definitely had much more to use. The D-gun alone had enough effects to match what Gru could do with nearly his whole kit. Throw in disguise generators, invisible cars, portal bazookas, and it's a lot for Gru to handle.
Just one problem. Megamind might have had variety, but Gru's weaponry was far stronger in scope. Sure, Megamind's death ray could blow up a mountain, but Gru's shrink ray could take out the moon.
And is much easier to
Oh
use
my
on
gosh,
top
he
of
did
it.
actually
Frankly,
steal a
much
wound.
of Megamind's deadliest weaponry would have little effect anyway.
Check this out. When Gru first tried to get the shrink ray, he triggered a missile trap so explosive it created a mushroom cloud. Based on the size of the blast, that's about 4 kilotons of TNT, and all those missiles fired at him from point-blank range.
Shockingly, that's
Okay,
about
that
38
is,
times greater than Megamind's orbital death ray, and Gru kind of just walked it off. Megamind's mecha suit could take big hits like that, but Megamind himself? No.
So Megamind would have a hard time blowing him up, but he could still dehydrate him, disintegrate him, freeze him, or even just
Yeah, I
burn
think
up
there's
his
anything it will
gravity
have for him, it will be the
flying into
weapons.
space, right?
Especially.
While Gru does have some similar weaponry. As far as arsenal is concerned, Gru could take out Megamind through sheer firepower, but Megamind could potentially counter with the D-gun's effects. It's a whoever shoots first wins situation. Their arsenals match up fairly evenly.
But these guys are
Okay.
alone. Let's cover
So that's
Gru's
closer than I
minions
thought,
and
though.
Megamind's minions.
1-to-1, one of Gru's minions was certainly more likely to take out a brainbot. Sure, minions may have the attention span of an iPad kid, but they can effortlessly hack, dismantle, and rewire most machines, like, you know, Megamind's brainbots.
And they just won't die. Certainly nothing the brainbots have can take them out. For all we know, the minions may be completely indestructible.
To be fair, maybe one
Yeah, there might
brainbot
actually
doesn't
be.
stand a chance against one minion, but there are far more brainbots than minions in total, 10 times more. And the brainbots are a much more organized and focused unit.
Compared to the vanilla minions, maybe. But the mega minions are strong enough
Yeah,
to
mega
rip
minions,
and
that's what they
burn
call
metal
it.
like wet paper. Aunt Mel's got a history of destroying satellites with a laser beam strong enough enough to cut through the earth, so it's bye-bye Death Ray.
But we can't ignore the most competent minion of them all, Minion, or Megamind's minion, Old Chum.
He's way more competent than Dr. Nefario, can operate all the tech like the mech suit used to fight Titan, and can match Megamind's brains and style beat for beat. Remember that whole presentation bit in the movie? Yeah, that wasn't Megamind, that was Minion.
While Megamind's army
Oh, wow,
lacks the
really?
power of, say, the Mega Minions, having a second in command who's just as smart and capable as him makes up for it, making a battle of their underlings too close to call.
So,
Okay, so you have
either
two
one of the
ties there.
clean-edged weaponry or their henchmen, what matters most isn't the tools themselves, but how good or bad they are at using them. It all comes down to skill.
Both Gru
So I guess
and
Gru
Megamind
has the bigger
have
skill then. I mean, he has to, otherwise he would not have won this
But even
fight.
in the face of things going wrong, Gru tends to fail upwards, still ultimately completing his missions. Unlike Megamind, who tends to fail much harder before he learns how to succeed.
And we love him for it. It's not like Gru has to put up with Elvis Superman, but even during their villain phases, Gru found some success, unlike Megamind.
Who also has a bad habit of not using his weapon effectively. Like never using the D-gun against the Doom Syndicate. Either because he can get easily flustered, or he just loves showing off. So
Yeah,
more
it's all
likely
about the
Gru could
performance.
succeed in a whoever shoots first wins quick draw situation with
I guess the
arsenal.
performance is more important to him than winning.
Dodge an electric blast is impressive, clocking in around half the speed of sound.
But it pales in comparison to Gru piloting hypersonic ships into space and dodging heat-seeking missiles at Mach 10, meaning he is fast enough to win that quick draw. Gru takes skill, which finally tips the scales. After
Right.
fighting back and forth, he has just enough to land the winning blow first, more often than not.
Sorry, Megamind.
Well, I guess it kinda explains the whole-
Losing was a atrocity.
Disintegrate gun though.
The winner is Felonious Gru.
Next time.
Alright, congratulations, Gru.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Right, so before I start talking about this one, I just want to see the next one. The next one is, oh, I'm totally gonna mispronounce this name. Joji versus Genji. Genji, I'm pretty good person. Then Joji, I'm probably mispronouncing that, but, Kaisen versus Chainsaw Man. This is not a Chainsaw Man episode. We almost just had one, actually. I'm pretty sure. Like a couple episodes ago. Was it? Or maybe it was the last time? Anyway, so interesting they're bringing back a character from that show so fast. Interesting. I don't think this is an episode we already knew about. Is there any episodes that we already knew about left? Besides for the one that won the champion Isle stuff, I don't think there really is, and I don't think that one is this. I don't remember which one is on top of my head. But yeah, I don't really know these two characters. That is next time, so yeah, I'm going in blind next time. But anyway, about this episode, Gru won. Okay. Yeah, okay. He did mention Steel and Moon, apparently. I feel like that's an information we probably should have known about, but either not pre-announced and stuff. But anyway, that's oh yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I was so sure Megamind had this one, mainly because of his what do they call it? Renegade because it one-shot the weapon, basically. So, but the fact that he doesn't actually seem to use it, that is not a good thing for him, apparently. I was worried about that, actually, about him not using it. But I guess it kind of did answer the thing about if Gru got his weapon. So, yeah, I guess Gru just is faster on that part. I think I might have underestimated his minions a little bit, because, you know, he has a lot of minions. He has those mega minions, I think they're called. So, yeah, they are definitely a big thing. They wasn't playing a huge role in this episode, though. But apparently Gru had this one, so congratulations, Gru. So yeah, so that was this one. Apparently they had some issues with getting this one out, or well, had some episode issues, or had issues. I can't speak. Apparently they had some issues with DreamWorks about the Megamind episode because of the Megamind clips and stuff, I assume. So I hope I won't be running into that issue, and I hope myself. So yeah, I assume that if I went on to some kind of issue, I'll probably try to upload this through a different website or something, and I probably put out the, you know, like a little community type thing. So you probably saw it through that, or you know, through Discord. So yeah, I hope I won't be running into any issues when I try to get something out. Because yeah, I guess what I could do is to just place a sticker on front of the Megamind clips as a way to avoid the copyright. But I don't know. We'll see. I'll see if I'm gonna get it out on the first try first anyway. If I can't do that, I have to try and place a sticker on over it or something. And try to get it out. So if it is a little late out, it's because I have to struggle with some copyright issues, probably. So, yeah. I'm gonna try to get it out as soon as I can though. So I'm gonna go edit this one. So I can hopefully try to get it out as soon as I can. In case there is actually some issues there. And I'm trying to upload my reaction myself. So with that said, Minshew96 signing out, and let me know what you thought about this episode by posting in the comments. If you agree or if you disagree or anything like that. And I see you guys next time. Minshew96 signing out. And next time there was Joji versus Genji. So Yuji. Yeah, Yuji, that sounds more right. Anyway, Yuji versus Genji. So, see you guys then. Thanks for watching.